Alright, hello people and welcome. And I am gonna be putting together Arcane Orb. I got my highest last night was it 112? 112. Not too bad. Basically just energy twister, using basically all 5 energy twister items, or I should say all 5 items that will boost energy twister. So this one boosts it, this one boosts it, and this one boosts it. But I also got Death Wish and Etched Sigil, which also boost it because I am choosing to use it as a channeling skill with Arcane Torrent. I'm using the Flame Ward version, which gives me a bonus, 25% bonus to my damage reduction. And, you know, I think it worked pretty well overall. I don't know if I feel like there's anything missing other than the fact that with both Unity and Halo of Carini and the 25% damage reduction from this skill, 25% reduced damage from creatures within my slow time, the bonus to armor that I get here, the bonus I get to armor here, with all of the bonuses to defense that I got, I just thought it would be much better defense than what it was. But I was still getting close to, I was either dying or getting close to dying, taking a lot of damage in some of those high-level greater rifts, and I thought that the main problem was going to be the amount of damage that I was doing. But instead, the main problem came from damage, and I had like 50% damage reduction from this Captain Crimson. I don't know, I just expected that the problem was going to be from not enough damage. But, you know, other than that, I think it worked pretty good. I tried to put a heavy emphasis on getting to the pylons by putting in teleport. Could have gone maybe with something else here, but really wanted to get from pylon to pylon because the pylons now with the seasonal bonus really give you a huge advantage. So you want to try and get as many pylons as you can. And so I think I got up to in the 700s. I don't know if I'm still in the 700s. It's not bad for not having very in the way of great equipment or anything. I think I did pretty well. So now I'm going to test out the Arcane Orb. And that is basically going to be all of this. Just missing a couple of items here. Reduce all resource costs. Reduce all resource costs. I had this gem in here. I don't know why it's not showing up there. And I got a new belt. And the only thing I'm going to want to potentially change out is energy twister stuff, obviously, because now I want Arcane Orb. So let's go ahead and equip it. So this gem is going to go in here. Now the thing about the Arcane Orb build is that with this adds on a huge amount of damage reduction. So that's something that I really liked about the Arcane Orb setup. It just seemed to be a lot more defensive than the Energy Twister. One of the other benefits is that since Arcane Orb is a skill that reduces the cooldown time of slow time, I don't have a problem casting. I can fill the whole screen up with slow time if I want to, whereas with the energy twister I couldn't do that because I was using the channeler skill to cast energy twister, and therefore the cooldown time for slow time was not getting reduced. Now the one problem I am gonna have with this, which I've really got to, hoping it's not gonna make a huge, is I've got no room for teleport. Everything that I have here is relatively necessary for the build, unless if I decide maybe I want to give up magic weapon, but that plays a pretty good role defensively, which gives me a bonus to my shield, and that shield makes possible my maximizing my squirts necklace. So I gotta remember to put that on this time. Alright, how about this? So okay, this is not necessary. It's got gold find in it. Okay, that's energy twister damage. The primal one was also energy twister damage. Movement speed, so I could think about switching this out. I know that Captain Crimson is not too good, so definitely want to consider getting rid of that.
Prophet did not mention what a bore you can be.
I don't know if I'll need to give up that critical hit because it's such good defense. This has such good defense. I don't know if I'll need to give that up, but I will definitely keep it in mind. Right. So this is about the same. Physical resistance. Movement speed. Okay. I can't use this one because then I'm going to be stuck with that movement speed. So if I'm going to switch boots, okay, this one, I don't know. Let's take a look at all of this, because well, that's for gold fine. I don't need that. If I switched out that explosive blast for vitality, I don't think it would help, because the reduce all resource cost, that's damage reduction from my Captain Crimson, so I think this one's going to be good enough. I mean, these shoulders are going to be good enough. Oh, excuse me. And this one, same thing. it's going to be good enough. I don't think I need to switch that out. The reduced cooldown will be damage, reduce all resource cost. Indirectly, that's also damage because I'll be using less arcane power, and I might, if I switch over, right now I'm using the Arcane Orbit. I may not want to use that Arcane Orbit. So can't use this one if I'm gonna switch over to the pants. But definitely I want to get rid of, I could just make another pair of boots, couldn't I? I don't know, I got the primal ones. Why not just use the primal ones? I just, well, because it's got the movement speed, that's why. Movement speed is a waste. I might as well just make another pair. Either way, I'm going to have movement speed. See how many I gotta make before I get a decent pair. That's not bad. That's not great, but that's good enough, I think, for a decent test. That's good. I can switch out resist all. For intelligence. And of course, well, gold find doesn't help, but this one's horrible. Let's move on that, just to see. Basically the same thing. Maximum intelligence, really good. Yeah, I can switch out the movement speed on that. Alright, that one would be better. Alright. Let's get rid of these. Alright. Switching out movement speed, probably for armor. There we go. Good enough. So just by those stats alone, I'm going to be gaining 2% toughness. I'm going to be losing that recovery, but I don't know how they calculate that, but 5,000 life per second. When you're talking about I have 1.2 million life, I don't see how they're calculating it to be 6% minus recovery. Oh. Never mind. I just realized how they do it. Okay, so, but that 11% to Arcane Orb damage, that's obviously going to be better. Probably going to need another pair. Maybe for my Hydra. Critical hit. Reduce all resource cost. Reduce all resource cost. Arcane. Okay, this is something I want to think about changing out. Arcane Orb. So this is going to be 19% increase in damage. but a 5% decrease in toughness. And I'll be losing the life per hit. Either way, that seems like a step up. Let's see if I can get a... and that's not even including this. That's an extra... oh, it's got 2. Never mind. That was fast. I probably should have done this for Energy Twister also, but I didn't. I just don't think that this build does hardly anything with life per hit. Maybe it does, but I don't think so. I'm going to be losing the vitality, gaining the intelligence. But the real thing is losing the life per hit and gaining the critical hit chance. Alright. Let's put all this stuff over here. Let's get that there. Alright, and then the key we got here. Okay, so I gotta remember this, so I gotta, when I get 5 flashes of insight, boom, Arcane Orb. 5 flashes of insight, boom, Arcane Orb. Galvanizing Ward, Deflection, 25% reduced damage. Try to remember to cast this as much as possible. Barrier Blades. And I'm just going to have to try to see as best as I can whether or not this is going to do enough damage.
So, why are you here?
Okay, I did get a triumvirate. Let's just check out the triumvirate. Okay. Virtually no comparison. It's Orb of Infinite Depth is much better than what than this triumvirate. Now that one's got better damage increase, but that grants 4 arcane power. That's a big waste. So this is no good. Alright, damage on this. Okay, damage is a good bit higher on this. Base damage. I'd have to live with reduced cooldown 10% instead of bonus 10% damage. Now that's not all that bad because I've got Captain Crimson. The cooldown in and of itself is not that great. 414, that's slightly above half. So the bonus damage is about the same. They're both slightly above half. Now I would probably switch out the life per hit for vitality. I'm gonna have to do it just to see. Minus 7%, 0.3% to damage. 32%. So it gains 7% to cooldown reduction. So they're both going to be exactly the same, except the only exception, more or less. Now I could switch out that vitality again. Let me try it one more time. See if I can get a better vitality. Okay. I think the damage is almost exactly even between the two. Maybe the wizard spike is a tiny bit more. But I'll have a better cooldown time. That explosive blast, it might be worth it just for that. The base damage on the unstable scepter is better. Although the attack speed is a little bit less.
I imagined that the hero of prophecy would be more lively.
I wish that secondary ability was a little bit better than just maximum arcane power. I wish there was something else there, but alright, I'm gonna go with the unstable scepter. First of all, wait. Maybe not. I might not have a wizard spike. I don't have a wizard spike in my cube. Okay. Well, that makes that decision a little better. A little easier. I was gonna wield this and use the wizard spike in my cube, but my cube doesn't have a wizard spike. Alright. Well. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. That. Trying to free up a little bit of space here. Alright. A little bit better. A little bit low on cash. That's gonna be disappointing. You know, I completely forgot I wanted to spend my blood shards on rings to try and get puzzle rings, and I completely forgot about that. I was spending them on shoulders. 279. I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky.
Are you ready?
Running low on money.
Do come back
That
again.
is too expensive.
Which isn't... I mean, I can gain some money from just not empowering. I could also go do a couple of Nephilim rifts, get some keystones. But I think this is it. You know, some of this stuff I can change out if the need arises. Arcane Orb, Arcane Damage, cooldown reduction. So that's a 32.3% increase in damage from cooldown reduction. 38% damage reduction. This is Arcane Orbit. I may change that to one of the other arcanes. Was going with Frozen, which I could do, but just gotta keep it for now. We got the Halo of Carini. Like I said, the only thing I think I'm kind of missing is teleport. But alright, so now this one, my speed rifting, I think was 95. Let's save this first of all. Gonna save this, and this is gonna be Arcane Orb. Single player greater rift. Actually, I don't think it'll matter because I don't use Unity. So single player, multiplayer shouldn't matter too much. Alright. So I did a 95, I believe, speed risking. So let's just do a moderate, meager 100. Should be able to do it, no problem. The only thing I'm probably gonna have to just deal with is the fact that I haven't played this build in a little while, so might need to take a little getting used to, but I should be able to do it. Should be able to do it. And then after that, I'm going to have to get some money somehow. So, here we go.
Enemies of the
I think I've got her Unity on, but... Wow. Come on! Okay, so definitely forgetting how to play.
Still waiting.
again? Come on. Ow. No, no. Oh. I keep forgetting to cast a spell that I need.
I grow weak.
Wow. I'm definitely forgetting a lot. I gotta cast this stuff. Gotta cast my slow time. Don't remember now. Where'd he go? Did I kill him?
Need more time. Are nothing. Are nothing.
Sometimes it just doesn't cast.
More time.
Still just learning how to play. Come on! All jammed up. Did I get him? Come on, get out of there.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
Give me a shrine right at the very end.
You dare attack me?
I don't know. Not looking too good.
I'm so good, I astound myself. Still waiting.
Well, tough to say what was the bigger problem there, the lack of teleport or just the overall lack of damage on the build, or 70. I know at least a good portion of it, the problem came from me just
I need to go back.
not remembering how to play and getting the timing. I've got to cycle through the spells with a certain time period. It's like I gotta build up the 5 stacks, hit this, then this, making sure I've got my slow time bubbles around. 5 stacks, hit this, then this. I don't want to have 5 stacks and then hit this, because then this will get the bonus that I get from this. This bonus right here, flashes of insight. If I do this now, then that gains the bonus from it. I don't want that. So I got 5 flashes. I don't even need to hit. I didn't even realize that. I don't even need to hit. So I got 5 flashes of insight. That needs to be applied to that. So that way this gets that bonus. Hopefully that's how that works. Hopefully all 4 of these exploding globes will get that bonus. Then I'll cast this when there is no bonus to speak of. And then of course the time bubbles. But without teleport, things were a little bit, I don't know. I couldn't get to the pylons fast enough without that teleport. Well, okay. Movement speed. I don't have anything with movement speed, do I? Okay, so not having my Paragon points at with movements, full move, that hurt my movement speed at least a little bit. What's my movement speed right now? Only 13%, okay. Because with the other build, I had a bonus to movement speed, so that... This probably isn't necessary for this build. Alright, so definitely a few things to think about, a few things to work on. This is also got to be cast all the time. I've got to make sure I'm always doing explosive blast. I want to always have 4 stacks there if possible. I think that's the reason why I died there, because I didn't have 4 stacks. Ancient legendary Firebird's pants. No, Firebird gloves. Already got them. Critical hit 10%. Critical hit 9%. We'll go with these. Look at that gold find. Gold find. Don't got gold find at this one. Finding the gloves. I'm out of money, so I've gotta find some way to get the money. I need the money. Oh, la 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 la. Ringy dingy puzzle ring.
See you soon.
That is too expensive.
Creed's Flame. Alright. Tough to say, but I mean, just that, that was just a 100. That was just a 100. And I only beat it by 4 minutes plus. You know, I don't know how much improving I need to do to be able to get up to comparable to Energy Twister, but I might have to switch this over to the frozen Arcane Orb. It's possible. I don't know. Alright, we'll see. Alright, I will be right back.